Hey y'all, welcome back to the garden. Okay, so I had my little morning view of everything and us getting that other side of the yard ready. So this is where I'm at now. So I'm actually getting ready to plant some seeds because I told y'all I don't give up. I'd rather have more than none. So let me get my gloves on. I am going to do another round of serrano and habanero peppers because we did not get a good germination on those the last time we did it. And like I said, I don't give up. So we're going to get this done. So I'm going to do the habanero and the serrano. I'm also doing some more summer savory. I did do a test over there by the tomato plant. I just dropped some summer savory down there just to see if it'll catch in ground, but I'm going to put some in the pot. I'm not going to be, waiting too long for that. Hopefully it does. And if I have it in two places, then okay, no problem. I took a sprig of my rosemary. Look how beautiful. Oh my God, it smells so good. I'm going to plant this over there. How this caught, one of my aunts went ahead and took this and put it in a pot for me, and I put it in the ground, and you see what it looks like. So I'm going to do the same thing. Since it's just cut fresh, I'm going to stick it in the ground and let it catch. And I'm going to plant it over there next to the tomato. I can't remember if spiders don't like this or mosquitoes don't like it, but I know mosquitoes don't like lemongrass. I can't put that over there because it grows wild. That's why it's over there with the mint. That's just a dedicated space just for them over there. I can't have that growing all over the place because it is very invasive, and it will get in the way. So, but the rosemary also veers off insects. I can't remember which and all, but I think mosquitoes don't like this either. So it's going over there because I have a bad mosquito problem in certain places, so, and plus it smells good. So I'm going to put that over there somewhere. And what else am I put? Let me tell you, red beans, okay? I put some in my pantry on some water, and I said I'm going to wait and let them catch on their own. Well, one of them did go ahead and open for me. So the others will follow suit. I'm not worried about that. They were all together. Actually, this one did. This one did too. You can see that. I think I'm doing that right. Yeah, you can see it there. It did catch. So these two did, but I'm gonna go ahead. It's I feel like Jack and the Beanstalk. I got 6 of them here. So that one sprouted, and it's dripping water everywhere. And let me tell you, if you don't know how to do that, this is how I started my butternut squash. I took the seeds from it and I just put it in a nice cold water. I put it in a paper towel, wrapped some foil around it, and just forgot about it and put it in my pantry in a nice dark cool space, and that's how they took off. That's also how I got that chocho seed to take off, the chayote squash. However, it being in a cool space and then coming out here to this heat, it did not like it, y'all. But I did sprout that seed. So I know how to do it. We just have to figure out a growing system for it because it doesn't like that. Once it comes to the heat, it doesn't. So I think it maybe just when it sprouts, just let it go ahead and get bigger and then bring it out when it starts to vine, and leave it in a cool area for a minute and then take it to where it needs to go, because it did not like coming out here. And I mean, that thing was gone in 60 seconds. So, but I'm proud of myself because I got that to sprout, and that's hard for that chocho. But we'll do it again. Don't worry, I'm not giving up, okay? So once I saw that I could do it, that's it. It's a wrap for me. So anyway, let me let y'all see what I'm doing. All right, so the red beans are going in a pot. The habanero's going in the pot. Summer savory, serrano. What else do I have out here? Let me tell you, my pak choi, it likes it in the house. After you cut it, it likes it in the house. So I said, I'm not going through all that nonsense again. I got me some seeds, and it's going back in that same pot that I had designated for the other ones. And that's what we're doing. So we got seeds for that. We're going to plant that too. So yeah, yay. Here we go. All right, so with my soil, I took soil from my compost, okay? And I put that over here in these pots. I've already put water on them. I have the same process we did with the other ones with the okra and everything. I have eggshells that I've been saving, and I'm going to crush them up and put them in here. I've already put some eggshell and orange peel in this. So, piece of grass. So that's what's going in here. Okay. So I'm going to crush all that up, and then we're going to get busy with these seeds. So I hope y'all love my harvest. Oh man, wasn't that great? And then I got a surprise. I had onions back there. And mind you, that was a test. I just, had the one little onion in my pantry, and it just sprouted. So I threw it out there, and look here. We got 4 little onions out of that, in addition to all that wonderful scallion. Guys, that was great. That was really great. Really great. So, very happy. That was nice for our first harvest. And then a surprise this morning with, the onion. I was like, wow. So it's coming back together. Can't let no storm stop you. And the one thing is that once you get your roots planted, that's really it. Nothing can stop you after that. The roots are there. So as long as the roots don't die, the plant will come back. So, all right, we're gonna crush all this up, mix this in. I'm glad I'm doing this now. This is messy. So we just crush it up like that. This is good calcium for your plant. I mean, it's compost material anyway, so all of that compost organic material is good, especially when your seed's starting. Then of course I had some orange peel in there. So we're gonna make sure that's all in there nice and good, because we're getting ready to start some seed. The other problem I think with this pak choi when I put it in here was that the holes that is in the bottom of your pot that you're supposed to poke out, they were kind of partial there. I thought they were out and they weren't. I just poked them out today. So I don't think it had good drainage on that pot either. But it does now. It runs pretty deep, so. All right, so that's nice and mixed. Let's get this one nice and mixed. Just nice and good. If this soil is very moist, because I did just put some water on it. And too bad it wasn't rainwater. That would have been even better, but that's okay. We're gonna give it what it needs. God mercy, I'm gonna take me a nice good shower after this, because, oof. I'll tell you, I've been out here all day sweating on and off. I'll borrow something here. It's been one heck of a day, but I'm telling you, it's been productive. I'm very, very pleased with the way things are coming along. Even though we had to rebuild after the storm, it's okay, right? Yeah. So, like I said, I'm happy because there was some things going on behind that sweet potato that if those eggs had hatched, and oh my God, it was so many. Like, I was mortified. Those things move quick when they're laying their eggs and they're moving. They're busy. They're trying to get things going. They do not play around. And I'm talking about these squash bugs. So when you see them, get rid of them. I'm telling you. They don't care nothing about your garden. All they care about is eating it up and leaving something for their children, which is how, nature should be. You multiply and stuff like that. But not up in here. You can multiply out there somewhere, not here. No. All right, so I'm giving this a little dust across the top because I'm getting ready to add in some fertilizer too. My hands are nice and messy. So I have some blood meal, okay? And we're gonna do this because this is the nitrogen And I'm gonna tip a little bit of all-purpose in here. Both of these are by Burpee. This is the blood meal. And you guys have seen me start my seeds with bone meal. I look, it's almost gone. But I have another one by Job's with bone meal in it. So that's fine. Now I got my blood meal. But this is an all-purpose by Burpee as well. So they're going to get a little bit of both. Honey, that blood meal, I'm getting ready to open it up. It stinks, honey. Oh. Oh, it smells something terrible. Oh my God. Ooh. And you only need a little bit. Okay? Smell horrible. Now, I know it says, you know, in measures and stuff like that, but let me tell you something. I just pour a little bit and keep it trucking. And that's it. And then I mix. But usually when I pour, it's like to a teaspoon to a tablespoon. Sometimes I'll do 2 tablespoons or 2 teaspoons. It just depends on how big the pot is and what I'm putting in there. But it's all going to get mixed in regardless. But typically if I'm doing a pot, it's always somewhere around a teaspoon or a tablespoon. Mainly a teaspoon because usually, you know, it's just these little pots. So that's that. And you can see the difference in that's the blood meal. So I just poured just a little sprinkle in there just to get things going. And that's it. It gotta be nothing fancy, guys. You're just trying to make sure that the plant has what it needs to get started. And then after that, all you gotta do is just check up on it and water it. That's it. That's really it. It's like mixing a big old bowl of concrete. Okay. All right. And because my hands are so messy, I decided to go ahead and do myself a favor and pre-do all of my labels. And I only had to do just like the summer savory, the red bean, and the pak choi because the serrano we already had. All right. So serrano. Excuse me. Almost knocked you guys over. We're going to do this again. And listen, if this doesn't work, guys, you know I'm going to do it again. I don't give up. I don't give up like that. Okay, so we got the serrano. And guess what? I don't need to do any watering or anything because that soil is already moist. I'm not doing none of that. So that's in there. I'm going to do the habanero. And I think I grabbed like 4 seeds on that. 4 or 5, I can't remember now. All I know is that where I plant these this time, that's where they're going to stay. We're not dropping any water or anything on top of them. They'll get watered in a couple of days, but for now, I just want these seeds to catch. So that's about 3 for the habanero. All right, same thing. Here they go, and over here they're going. All right, now the summer savory. Are these little bitty bitties? That's the summer savory. Okay, so with these, this is in the family of thyme and rosemary. So from what I hear, it's a very good substitute if you are cooking something that requires thyme or rosemary and you run out. You can substitute your meal with summer savory. I hear it has some medicinal purposes as well. But you know, all these herbs do. You just have to figure out what works best for you. Um, but you know, I'm gonna find out what it is, and that's just what it's gonna be. We'll have it. We'll be ready for whatever. These are so tiny, I can't even see them now that I put them in there. So I'm gonna take a little bit of from here and just cover the top because I can't see them. That's how small they are. All right, and again, this is one that real tiny. There's the summer savory. I'm not doing any watering, so the seeds don't just run all over the place. The soil is moist, and we'll check on this in a couple of days. All right. My red beans. I have been waiting for an opportunity to do this. I'm getting prepared for this because I believe these are a bush variety where I don't have to worry about the climate, but I'm prepared if they have to climb. So, not worried about that. All right, so we're going to take our lovely beans. Here they are. I'm going to bring you close so you can see. When you do this, I think I can prop you here. I don't know if you can see that safely. All right, I think you can see. So we're going to put them in here. And I'm giving them space. And the ones that have caught, I'm putting that root side kind of down. Okay. You can see them? Okay, there they are. And I'm gonna lightly dust them with some soil. So you can see that little piece of the eggshell. That's okay. All right. There they go. All right. All right, so those are our red beans. I was just trying to give you a good visual so you can see how I spread them out. I did it like dice. So that's that. And there they are. All right, so next is our pak choi. I have some in the house, but I don't want to bring it back out here because I think once it starts to grow in the house, like in that cool temperature, it doesn't like it when it has to come out here. So I went ahead and just got some seeds because I can get it to grow. It's just from cold to hot. It just doesn't like it. So the best thing for me to do is keep that in its own environment. We just cut off it and keep eating it as long as it grows and just leave it at that. All right, so the seeds, if you haven't seen them before, which I've never seen them before. I've seen the flowers, but I haven't seen the seeds. Look at that. They're so little. They are teeny tiny. So I'm just going to spread those out here. You put a couple in there. Okay? And I'm just gonna I put some dirt to the side of and just put that right over the top. Just to give them a nice cover. Hopefully they're covered all the way up because now they're so little I can't see them either. And I had a little, there it is. So there that is. Whoop, right there. That's it, guys. I did go ahead and take that cantaloupe. Look how that cantaloupe's so juicy, y'all. Oh, and it's gone. I got me another one. It was so good. So what I do for cantaloupe, let me take these gloves off. Probably should leave them on, but my hands are sweating right now. And apparently that didn't work for me anyway. I think my nails poked a hole in the, yep. My nails poked a hole in the glove. But oh, let me let you guys see my beautiful nails. I have a video of my nail tech Lexi doing my nails. I just haven't posted it yet, but it's on the way. But oh, some good nail cam. And she did all this by hand. And if this looks familiar to you, that is Jamaica. Yeah, see my hibiscus? Yeah, she does wonderful, wonderful. So there's my nail cam for today. I tried to protect my nails, but apparently the glove did not hold up. But anyway, off of that. The cantaloupe. So I like to plant, when I do my seeds over, I like to use some of the fruit as well, the pulp in the middle. I use that in addition to the seeds. But when I was sorting out the seeds this morning, I went ahead and took some of the fruit. This was in my fridge, guys, so I didn't let it spoil. Along with some of the seeds. And if you guys remember, if you saw me when I planted the first ones, this is how we started. I just was taking the fruit to put it in the compost. And I just took some of the seeds, and I didn't put all the seeds because I didn't want to grow in my compost. I just took some of the seeds out. I dug out the rest of the seeds, and I kind of got rid of it because it was spoiled. But it came back. You see that? It came right on back. So this time I just took some of the fruit, some of the seeds. I harvested the rest of the seeds, so I'm gonna finish cleaning those up and dry them out and save them for planting again in another season. But because this one was so juicy, I really hope that the offspring from this is just as juicy. That one was so delicious. I can't tell you. It was so sweet. But yeah, that's what I do. I like to plant the seeds along with some of the fruit. So of course you see it's out here. That's going in the ground. I got the ground ready yesterday with some of the fertilizer along with some of the bone meal, and I got the ground prepped. And it rained yesterday, so it's nice and moist over there. But I have water in my watering can that if I need to add some water, I will. But it rained very good yesterday, so the ground is very moist over there. But I'll give it a little tip of water across the top, just to make sure. And we're going to plant those. And if it grows as fast as it did last time, honey, we're going to get some cantaloupe this time around. Not worried. Definitely not worried. And if you saw from my video earlier today, this morning, I have another avocado seed that sprouted. So the one that didn't make it, it's already got a replacement on the way. So I'm telling you, you just have to have some patience. And although we had a little minor setback, that's a part of nature. There's nothing we can do about it. All we do is just keep going and just, keep pushing through. But start your garden, even if you just grow some lettuce. Do something, because, it's just, food is so costly. And not only that, it's relaxing just to get out here and just, today, I don't know what's going on with the weather. It's hot, don't get me wrong, but the breeze is still here, and it's still not as hot as it has been. This morning was magnificent. It was nice and cool out here, and that's the only reason why that stuff got done on the other side, is because it was cool out here. Because I've been avoiding it like the plague. It's just been too hot to even stand out here 5 minutes. But the heat is coming now, but even with it coming, it's nice and cool right this minute. It's nice and cool in the shade. It's nice. So yeah, just look at me. I've lost the garden once, started one here, storm came through, knocked half of it off, and we're starting all over. So if I can do it, and I don't know nothing about gardening, you can do it. You can do it. So there's no excuse. If you love, let's just say your favorite food is lettuce and tomato. When you're done with that tomato, take a piece of it, slice a piece out, stick it in a pot, and let it grow. Tomatoes are easy to grow. That tomato back there, The ones that are the tallest, those are volunteer. That just came from the compost, from scraps of tomato. So if it can come from the scraps of tomato, you can surely cut a slice of tomato and put it in a pot for yourself, and just, get your own tomatoes. Lettuce, it might be a little bit difficult, but a little bit different as far as like that. But get you some seeds and plant the lettuce. Then you got lettuce and tomato. You don't have to go to the store for it. It's organic. You grew it, and that's that. Simple. So do yourself a favor. Find your favorite thing that you like. Even if you don't have a whole lot of space, make space and just grow it. The pak choi don't need a whole lot of space. If you love pak choi, you've watched me trial and error, fail, and all this other stuff. It grows better in the house. The one that's in the house is nice and big, and it's about ready to be cut again. And that's just one I bought. I cut it, stuck it in some water, it rooted, and it just keep growing. You just keep giving it water, it just keeps on growing. I took the chance bringing them out here, and it doesn't like it out here when they get to that stage. But if I grow it from seed and it's out here, I don't have to worry about it. Just cut and just keep it trucking. See? So just find what you like. And this don't need a whole lot of space. That's one planter pot, and that's going to have some food in it shortly. You guys have seen the peppers. I could leave them there, but the root system for that is not going to allow it to, not in those little pots. If I had a big one like this, I could grow them there or just leave them there or put them in a grow bag. Y'all can do it. So again, I don't know much about gardening. I'm learning as I go. I grew up around stuff. My grandma had, fruit trees and stuff like that, and she was always planting something, and she loved her roses. She was always planting something in the ground. All of my grandmothers, they always had something growing in their yard. They had plants growing, every last one of them. So I was always exposed to it. Me just doing it, I was doing more weeding, because it can get your behind out there and weed that garden. Yes, ma'am. Y'all come over here and weed this stuff. Yes, ma'am. So, if nothing else, I know how to weed a yard. But now I know how to plant some seeds too. But you think about it in school, I think that was part of like school back then. We all took one bean. We were learning about photosynthesis and things like that, and what makes plants grow and things. I remember it being part of science class where our teacher brought beans in, and we all watched our bean grow. They've been teaching us for the longest, and just stuff around you lets you see that nature will keep reproducing and growing if you just give it what it needs. So if the circle of life can continue with or without you, surely you can put your hands in some dirt and make something grow for yourself and your family. So anyway, that's what's going on out here this afternoon. I'm going to get my tail in here and take me a nice hot shower, because, honey, when I tell you sweat galore, this is dry right now. Well, you see some spots, but y'all saw me this morning. It wasn't no joke. It was that's just for me moving around, but the weather has been pleasant. But it's still hot out here. But it's summertime. So anyway, we got our pak choy, serrano, summer savory, and these red beans, and those habaneros. We're gonna do this again. Told y'all I ain't giving up. So that's what we got going on, and that's that. So I believe someone's at my front door, so I have to go anyway. So I will catch y'all on the next video, and y'all watch me grow. I'm getting it, y'all. I'm getting it. Okay? Have a good day. Bye.